Hey guys, it's Tati and we are back. Today I actually have my sister here. We're doing her mani, which we do every 3 weeks. And she's actually been going down the eras with nail art. So we're at the 70's right now. I cannot wait to show you the super cute mani we have in mind. I wanted to take advantage and kind of go over preparing for your manicure. Getting ready, how to do your gel manicure, and why water should be nowhere near your table. Gel manicure, and honestly any other manicure that you're doing, that you're going to be putting product on the nail, you don't want to soak in water. But first, let's talk about why soaking in water even started and what it's supposed to be doing for the nail. So I'm sure you're all used to it. You go into the shop, they take off your product, they put you guys in a bowl of water, they start filing and kind of preparing. The whole purpose of putting the fingernails in the water is just to soften the skin. That way you can push back and remove the cuticle a little bit easier and it's not so dry. The thing is that while your nails are in there soaking in water, they're soaking in water. Your nails are absorbing all of this moisture. You probably have your fingers in that bowl for more than just a couple of minutes, and it takes a little bit of time for that water to get dried out of the nail again. So what'll happen is you'll do your home manicure, get your product, and even if the product is applied and polished to perfection, within a couple of days you're going to start experiencing some lifting or even bubbling under the product. That's because your nails expanded a little bit, they absorb the water, and within 24 hours or so that water's little by little going to dry out, the nail's going to shrink, and it's going to make it very easy for product to lift off of the cap. And not to mention, water kind of dries out skin, so you don't want to get in the habit of using water as your skin softener when there's so many other products, really so many other products available to help you. I use a basic cuticle away. It's C&D cuticle remover. Why do I use this? It's what I used when I've been doing my nails since myself. It always worked and I never really had the need to change it, but there are lots more products available in other brands. Some brands that you use, you might be surprised to find that they offer cuticle softeners that don't require any water. So once I already filed up the nails here, I went ahead and I filed them up. After I file the first hand, I get my cuticle softener and I apply a little dapple at the base of the cuticle. I'll get my cuticle pusher, kind of make sure that it's going all the way around, from one end of the nail bed to the other. Now, while I have one hand already filed and getting ready with cuticle care, I place that one to the side and I start on my next hand filing, doing the cuticle remover on the cuticle while I go back to the other hand and actually start removing it, which will definitely be going into more detail on another video that really talks about cuticle care, how you should be removing it, and the things you absolutely should not be doing, so we can really maintain the skin growth and maintain the health of the cuticle. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and continue with the manicure. You know, it's crazy. Manicures have been obviously going on for many, many years, and for as long as you could remember, even your mom, maybe even your abuelita, aka grandma or mima, will tell you that they've been soaking their hands in water since the beginning of time. And I see it everywhere, whether they're people who privately, you know, are self-employed and do nails on their own, or they're working in a salon. I walk by and I see all the time people are soaking their nails in the water bowl. And it really just baffles me after so many years that it's not something that's more widely known. Even when I went to beauty school, even though I've always been doing waterless manicures on myself, when I went to beauty school, it was kind of more reassurance because my instructor, who actually was really awesome, super, super knowledgeable about the manicure and pedicure process, but even she said that unless you're doing a regular manicure, you should never soak your hands in water. Even though I would disagree and say that even if a regular manicure, meaning regular polish, not gel polish, I still wouldn't use water, because a regular manicure at its best is gonna last you 3 days. Some people are lucky enough to get up to a week's wear of the regular polish, but you need all the help you can get. It's not going to be lasting you forever. Why wet your nails when you have an alternative solution to be able to moisturize, clean your cuticle, and keep that nail bed as dry as possible? Another great advantage when it comes to doing a waterless manicure is when it comes to filing the nail. If your nails have already been soaking in the water bowl before your nail tech has been able to cut, file, and shape, that means that it's gonna be a super, super soft nail. The chances of you kind of having, you know, when you file and you kind of have a little bit of the nail that's just still kind of stuck on there, but it's super paper thin, and you end up having to get little nippers to cut them off. It could be that you're not even getting a very even shaping because the nail is super flexible, and trying to file a wet nail is totally not the same as filing a dry nail. So a lot of places, you know, everyone kind of has their own process, but for the most part, I definitely see people already soaking those nails in water before they get to the filing part. So that's just another advantage that you have to not introducing your nails to so much moisture. And although I do only work with natural nails for those clients, or, you know, those girls out there that like getting their acrylics done and doing their critics, but you'll start noticing a lot of lifting on the back part of the nail and it kind of bubbles up. Pay attention to whether or not your nail tech is putting your nails in water, because that more than likely is going to be a huge contributor. That and not cleaning the cuticle properly, but we'll be getting more detailed into the cuticle care on a later video, which will actually be coming up pretty soon. Yeah. Okay, now I finished the second hand filing, so I do the same. I put a little dollop of my chosen cuticle remover. Make sure that it's all around the edge. Okay, now that I finished that one, I go back to my first hand that I already had the cuticle remover. And as you can see, move it up a little bit, how easily it is for me to just kind of get it all up. And that's what you want, something that's gonna help soften that cuticle so that you can gently push back, remove, and clear up that nail bed so you can have the best possible surface to polish on. The better the cuticle is taken care of and removed, the better and cleaner it's gonna be. Now this is actually the only time a little bit of water is introduced to my manicure in my little splash bottle. I've already pushed back and removed all the cuticle, so I want to remove whatever leftover residue is on the cuticle remover. I spray a little bit. I spray a little bit just on the hands, one at a time. I wipe it up, and this will clean it up really nice for me so I can go back and see if there's anything that I actually have to go back and nip, anything that my cuticle pusher wasn't able to remove. So that's pretty much it for the waterless manicure and how you should be going about having a waterless manicure. So for right now, we're gonna finish it cleaning up the mani and getting it ready for the best part of all, which is the super fun design that I cannot wait to show you. So stick around and we'll get right to it. it for today's first educational video regarding waterless mani and why you don't want to include water in your manicure regardless of the product that you're going to be putting on. I totally hope that you got some good information, that you love the 70's mani we did for my sister. Link actually for my Instagram will be in the bio, so if you want to follow up and see how the mani does over the next 3 weeks and how perfect the nails stay and start really seeing the benefits of that waterless manicure, make sure to click on it, follow, make sure you subscribe, like, tag your nail artist, tag your friends, tag everyone who wants to get better and have a longer lasting manicure. So I definitely look forward to the next week, and I'm really excited to share some really fun details about that. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.